There's no telling how many secrets lies beneath the soil or what tragedies and bloodshed took place before civilization. Deep in the woods during the age of huts and small cottages was a terrible old woman. She was known to practice witchcraft and was rumored to plague the entire village out of existence. Many decades after a young couple who were expecting bought their first house. Brad and Melinda was a lovely happy young couple who were excited about buying their first house. They were even more excited about their baby girl on the way. Melinda's due date was close, so the young couple had everything to be happy about, unbeknown to them the witch that resided in their basement. On the third day after moving, Melinda was doing a little cleaning while Brad was at work. When she got to the basement, she noticed it was oddly cold in there and very filthy. There were also claw marks on the walls and muddy paw prints all over the floor. She paid it no mind and just assumed a raccoon got in or something. The next morning, Brad got up extra early for work. When he got downstairs, he was hit by a strong foul odor. His search for that odor led him straight to the basement. It wasn't all that dark down there, and to his horror he noticed a man in there. It was no ordinary break-in, as the man looked to be in poor health, as if he was plagued, and he cried in agony. Brad quickly turned on the lights, and just like that the man vanished. Brad could not make sense of what he had just seen, and with the baby on the way he did not want to frighten Melinda. So he kept the incident to himself. When Melinda went downstairs, she too smelled a terrible odor. It was so bad that she had to go outside. "A little fresh air will do me good," she said, so she laid on the bench in the backyard and fell asleep. And that is when she had a terrible nightmare. In her nightmare she felt very cold and was laying in a bed and was in lots of labor pain. She then noticed Brad next to her, but the odd part is they were in the basement. He looked very ill, his skin seemed infected. She also noticed an old woman in there also. She looked like a witch. The witch put her hands on Melinda's stomach and she noticed the skin on her stomach started peeling off, and that is when she woke up. Melinda woke up rattled but did not play into it too much. She went inside and had a drink of water, and when she looked out the kitchen window she was terrified. Standing in her yard was the same witch from her nightmare. She walked slowly to the back, and by the time Melinda built the courage to go out there she saw no one, as if it had vanished. When Brad got home, Melinda told him everything. She told him about the old witchy woman and her nightmare. "I didn't wanted to tell you this. I didn't wanted to scare you," Brad said. "But this morning when I woke up the place smelled awful. I tracked the scent to the basement. There was a man down there, Melinda. He was no mask robber. His skin, his whole appearance. He looked badly sick. When I turned the lights on it was like he vanished." "What do we do now?" Melinda asked. "There are experts that deal with things like this. I will look it up and find them," Brad said. The next day a team of paranormal experts came by. They did their normal routine, but when they got to the basement things got scary. The door slammed shut behind them. The place got very cold and a terrible odor consumed the room. There was a nasty black puddle in the middle of the floor, and from it she emerged. She looked at the three individuals like prey as they screamed in horror. Brad and Melinda heard them, but tried as they may they couldn't get the door opened. What seemed like an eternity of horror for the three experts was finally over when Brad finally got the door opened. All three of them left with scratch marks on their skin. By the next day all three of them were plagued with sickness and succumbed to their illness. One night the couple were in bed. Brad suddenly found himself overcome with fear. He also couldn't breathe or move nor make sound. He could see the old hag with her hands around his throat but could do nothing about it. He tried to call out to Melinda, but it was like he was on mute. He was certain he would die when finally he woke up. With a baby on the way they had to do something, but it was difficult to get help. Talks broke out about what happened to the paranormal experts, and not even the local church wanted any part of it. They endured weeks of horror. When finally a local shaman heard of their situation and offered to help. The minute the shaman stepped foot on the property he sensed the evil that haunted the place. That feeling grew even stronger when he got inside and into the basement. He did all that he could. He was able to defend himself against the evil, but try as he may he could not get rid of the witch. The shaman instructions was heartbreaking to Brad and Melinda, but it was direct. The only way out of this was to move. Brad and Melinda did so with heartbreak because they loved the house, but also relief that the nightmare was over.